Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Katie Steiner, and welcome to this edition of the Eyewitness Morning News. Well, it still feels like the middle of July here in the city, and we know who's to blame. It's Chris. And seriously, Chris, where is this thing that we call fall?
Are you insane?
Where is it?
You're blaming me?
Yes, absolutely. Rude.
It is rude. Look, I'm all for the cold.
All right, thanks, Chris. At least there's a little bit of good news coming. Well, in Mexico, a 6.1 aftershock this weekend made searching and rescuing people much harder. The crews had to stop temporarily for safety. Officials now say that 307 people died because of that earthquake. Manuel Bajorquez has the latest from Mexico City. And back here at home, the Channel 4 supply drive for Hurricane Harvey victims was a huge success thanks to your help. Hundreds of viewers turned out to donate anything you could from cleaning up the homes in Texas. The station partnered up with the Salvation Army and turned the Target parking lot into Donation Central. Yesterday, we collected more than 300 boxes of supplies, which was enough to fill about 3/4 of a semi-truck. And those donations are needed because it's almost been a month since Harvey made landfall as a Category 4 storm. And as you know, Houston just got pounded with rain. It was the largest flooding event in North American history. Courtney Zabowski shows us the recovery there has been really slow. To North Korea now, where state-run television today aired footage of tens of thousands of people attending an anti-U.S. rally. The North's official news agency said that more than 100,000 people gathered for the rally on Saturday. Tension between the United States and North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un has only gotten worse after President Trump called the Korean leader a madman. And on Saturday tweeted that Kim Jong-un, quote, won't be around much longer, end quote. Today, the North Korean minister called Trump, quote, mentally deranged, end quote. And still ahead on Eyewitness News, if you found yourself sniffling and sneezing a little more than usual lately, medical reporter Meg Ferris will explain why the weather might be the cause of your problems. And one of television's biggest stars is joining TV's biggest news program, 60 Minutes. A preview of her story coming up. Welcome back. Well, it is so hot out there.
How hot is it?
It's so hot. It feels like summer. It does not feel like the end of September, almost October.
Oh, I thought you were setting up for a joke.
No,
It's
I was
so
just
hot.
complaining.
You were just complaining.
I was
so
just
there's
simply
no humor
complaining.
implied.
No,
It was just you complaining.
Exactly. I was just telling you that I was not happy with the weather.
I know. Well,
I would like
you're
some
hoping
fall.
for Minnesota fall.
I don't need Minnesota fall. I just need something that's not going to make me sweat the minute I walk outside, which is not what we have right now.
No, it's not even close. And it looks like this fall is going to be on the milder side.
Thanks, Chris. Well, 60 Minutes is finally back with a new episode, and you might recognize their newest reporter. Oprah Winfrey will be making her 60 Minutes debut tonight. The television icon is returning to her roots as a reporter with a look at America's political divide. And she sat down with Ann Savillo to share what it means to work on journalism's biggest stage. You can catch Oprah's first story for 60 Minutes tonight on the 50th anniversary season premiere. It airs tonight on Channel 4 at 6:30 p.m. because of football. And up next in sports, a week after that blowout loss, the LSU Tigers come up with a nail-biter against Syracuse. Highlights from that, plus Tulane's win over Army, just ahead. And 5 to 15% of all people who are allergic to ragweed also get symptoms like itching from certain fruits and vegetables. So we have a link on our website that shows which plant allergies are actually linked to food allergies. And we have a lot more coming up in the next half hour of the Eyewitness Morning News. President Trump triggers a war of words with some of the nation's top athletes, and the effects could be felt at NFL games today across the country. Plus, dozens of sea turtles have been found dead along the Gulf Coast this year, and researchers say there's one simple thing that can help solve that deadly problem. Gosh, it looks beautiful out there. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Katie Steiner here with meteorologist Chris Franklin. It's a little hot outside, but the good news is fall is coming. We can see it.
Yes,
hopefully.
it is on the horizon. It's in our 7-day forecast.
Now, is this a permanent fall, or is this just a little teaser fall?
It might be a little teaser, and in fact, this fall weather that's coming is not as cool as the front we had a few weeks ago.
Darn.
I know.
Shucks.
At least we'll get a little bit of a drop.
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, President Trump has triggered a war of words with some of the nation's top athletes, and you might see the effects of it if you watch football today. The controversy follows comments by the president about some NFL players. Seth Lemon has the details. The Warriors say that instead of visiting the White House, they're going to use their trip to D.C. in February to celebrate equality, diversity, and inclusion. And aftershocks from last week's deadly earthquake shook southern Mexico on Saturday. Mexico City did not appear to have significant damage from the aftershocks yesterday. The quake temporarily stopped rescue operations at some of the dozens of buildings that collapsed in the original earthquake on Tuesday. The United States ambassador to Mexico visited the site of a building in Mexico City that collapsed after that 7.1 magnitude earthquake last week. That earthquake killed more than 300 people. Welcome back at 6:39. In little over than an hour, thousands of people are going to come together near Crescent Park for the 28th annual No AIDS Walk. And this is the first year that this event will be held at Crescent Park after more than a decade at Audubon Park. The event is hoping to raise awareness and money for the fight against HIV and AIDS. Things are going to get started at 8 o'clock in the morning at Elysian Fields in the river. And then following that walk, there's going to be a Festival for Life, which is a family event with food and music. And already this year, marine biologists have collected 52 dead Kemp's Ridley sea turtles in Gulfport. And they say that there's a simple solution that could save them. As Meg Ferris explains, it's one you can do at both home and at work. Well, the weather is just supposed to be terrible for the next couple of days, and I'm not excited about it.
Not terrible. It's just going to be a little on the hotter side.
I'm fine with this. I'm honestly fine with this weather.
I don't think you are.
In July and August. I'm fine with
okay, I see what you're saying.
But in almost October?
Yeah,
No.
I understand.
I'm done. I'm over it.
Really?
Yes.
Could you be any more vocal about it?
Please bring back the fall, Chris. Please.
The pleading in your voice. Look, if it was up to me, it'd be about 50 degrees right now.
Welcome back. Compact SUVs continue to be the best-selling cars, and why not? They carry plenty of people, cargo, pets, really whatever you need. I actually drive one as well. So which vehicle is the best? Find out today in this week's segment of Driving Smart, while Kelsey Mays goes over the results of the Cars.com's 2017 Compact SUV Challenge. Well, that was my car bringing up the rear. I have that Jeep Compass. And finally this morning, the Louisiana Philharmonic Orchestra used the concert this weekend to help hurricane victims. That sounds so nice. The Playdat concert is an opportunity for students and amateur musicians to rehearse and play with the orchestra. Now, part of the proceeds from that concert at Holy Cross School will help members of the Houston Symphony recover after Hurricane Harvey. That's so nice,
Yeah.
so nice. So weather?
Our weather
Still
today,
hot.
it is hot.
Still
it is
gross.
dry and sunny outside right now, so any morning plans are fine. We will see kind of an increase in our clouds and shower chances as we head later into the day. We're in the 60s and 70s right now. That cloud cover is off the coast right now, and that's where all of our shower activity is. That is with an upward disturbance, so we will see our rain chances increasing during the day today. High temperatures, though, around 90 degrees unless the clouds and rain kind of get started a little bit earlier, then that should prevent us from getting quite as hot.
So all this anger I have about this weather, can I take it out on
Yeah,
you?
there
Okay,
you go.
good. Whew, that makes me feel a lot better. Okay, we'll see you guys tonight.